So, very good evening, everyone. Today we will having a very interesting topic. So, I am Shomendu Ghosh on behalf of Cognize Nutrition. I welcome you all on the National Nutrition Month, and each and every topic to educate the society or the community for a nutritionist is very important. Though we are arranging the session for the nutritionist only, but these are the basic topic for the general population also. And the topic which we have selected, or the team, Ms.Soma, Ms.Dipanwita, Ms.Tina, they have selected. It is really an amazing topic and amazing role of cinnamon in metabolic syndrome. So as you know, this is a common herbs or spices which is present in everyone's kitchen. And this is such a spices which is very, very important in many of our Indian cooking. But people are not familiar with the health benefits of cinnamon, though there is a trend nowadays to have cinnamon tea in the morning or in the evening. People are having many smoothies with different smoothies with cinnamon. So today's topic we have designed little bit in a different way. We are not going into too much of recipes or how to use cinnamon. Obviously, we need to know how to use cinnamon, but they have given a very important role in the metabolic syndrome, like its benefit. You all know it is antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. It is loaded with antioxidant. It reduces inflammation. It manages type 2 diabetes, cholesterol level, reduces our blood pressure. It is very, very important in plays an anti-carcinogenic role. And also in the weight loss regime or PCOS that they will discuss, that additionally cinnamon possesses thermogenic qualities which can raise the body's metabolic rate and promote calorie burning. Therefore, it can be highly beneficial when paired with physical activity and balanced diet. So some of the people or our patient that Soma, Dipanwita and Tina will share their experience, and at the end of the session, I will request other practicing dietitian also to share your experience, that people only with functional food, people sometimes become crazy with functional foods. That will not reduce your weight, or that will not help you to give maximum benefit. So that's why I am telling that it can be highly beneficial when paired with physical activity and balanced diet. And research has also indicated it might have very good lipid lowering effects. So studies are there to prove that there is a many things that is good in lipid lowering effect. It has a phenomenon, or it has a quality of vasorelaxation and decreases the blood pressure, are important action of cardiovascular. But we as a healthcare professional, we will never say the patient to stop medication and start this to control your blood pressure. But sometimes now you have seen many young patients like 25, 30 years, corporate patients, they are having hypertension, they are having diabetes. So doctor at the initial phase, they do not start medication. Doctor said, थोड़ा बहुत फिजिकल एक्टिविटी करो, थोड़ा बहुत क्या बोलते हैं उसको, डाइट करो, अभी मेडिसिन नहीं स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं. उस टाइम में सिनामम, फेनुग्रीक, ये सब हर्ब्स को अगर आप लोग यूज करोगे, सो डायबिटीज रिवर्स होने में भी बहुत, दैट इज रेमिशन ऑफ डायबिटीज में भी बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प करते. ओनली डाइट नहीं, डाइट के साथ अर्ली मॉर्निंग में या बिफोर द मील यू कैन ट्राई सिनामम. एंड इवन हम तो बहुत दिन से पीसीओएस एंड डायबिटीज के लिए, सॉरी, पीसीओएस एंड ओवरवेट मैनेजमेंट के लिए यूज कर रहे. Another thing is jeera. So without wasting any time, we are very much eager to know from Dipanwita, Tina and Soma. For that, I invite Ms. Preetha Biswas, and she is also the member of Cognize Nutrition, an active member of Cognize Nutrition. She will just moderate the session. She will introduce the speaker. So I welcome dietitian Preetha to just start the session. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, sir, for your wonderful introduction on our today's topic on the amazing role of cinnamon in metabolic syndrome. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I will be moderating the session of today. And before going to the introduction part, I will just want to add a little bit that cinnamon is one of the spices. Not only we like the flavor, the odor, but also the smell. Yeah. So, but do you know that what are the health benefits that are incorporated inside this wonderful spices? So, our today's speaker will elaborately discuss on the same. And now, without wasting much time, I will directly move on to introduce the first speaker of today's presentation. She is Dipanwita Das Mishra. Um she have done her graduation in food and nutrition from West Bengal State University. She have pursued her master's in food and nutrition from West Bengal State University. She have done certified course in obesity management and cardio masterclass from Cognize Nutrition platform. She is pursuing a medical nutrition therapy from this platform. She is the practicing dietitian at Kartavya Healthion, and she is also pursuing a certificate course of diabetes educator from Horizon Lifeline Multispeciality Hospital under Dr. Utsha Basu. The next speaker of today's presentation is Tina Dev. She have done her graduation in food and nutrition from University of Gourdbongo. She have pursued her post-graduation in food and nutrition from the same. She have also done her 6 months MNT course from Cognize Nutrition, and she's a life member of Cognize Nutrition. Now she is currently working as a pediatric nutritionist at SickNutra. The third speaker of today's presentation is Soma Mondol. She have done her post-graduation in dietetics and community nutrition management from Vidyasagar University. She have also done her diploma in dietetics, health and nutrition from VLCC Institute. She is a certified obesity management and done the cardio masterclass from Cognize Nutrition platform. She is also a family member of Cognize Nutrition, and she has pursued a 6 months MNT course. She is now practicing under Kartavya Healthion. She had previously practiced with Dr. Thara as a dietitian and former dietitian of Rachna Spruce and Sprite. So now I will ask our first speaker, Dipanwita Das Mishra, to continue with the session. We will have a short panel discussion at the end of our presentation. So hold tight, and also we will give the audience the opportunity or the time to discuss with the same topic. Thank you so much. Over to Dipanwita Di. All the best.
Thank you, Pritha, for this lovely introduction. And thank you, Sir and Cognize Nutrition, for giving me this platform. So, today's topic is the amazing role of cinnamon in metabolic syndrome. Next slide, please. Cinnamon is a spice. A spice is a seed, fruit, bark, or other plant substance primarily used for flavoring or coloring food. Many spices are used in herbal medicine. Cinnamon is an aromatic and warm spice. It is very popular spice. Cinnamon is a bushy evergreen tree of the laurel family, and the spice derived from its bark. The spice consists of the dried inner bark and has a delicately fragrant aroma and a warm sweet flavor. It is not only delicious, but has many health benefits. Strips of the inner bark are dried until they curl into rolls, known as cinnamon stick or quills. Next slide, please. Cinnamon contains 0.5 to 1% essential oil, the principal component of which is cinnamic aldehyde. Cinnamon is rich in antioxidant and other beneficial compounds. Some research suggests that it helps to support blood sugar control, obesity management, protect against heart disease. Cinnamon is a spice that has been prized for its medicinal properties for thousands of years. Next slide, please. So here, the Indian name of cinnamon is dalchini, the botanical name is cinnamomum, and the family name of cinnamomum is lauricea. Next slide, please. Different types of cinnamon. Here, we see that there are four types of cinnamon. That is Ceylon cinnamon or true cinnamon, found in Sri Lanka and southern parts of India. Cassia cinnamon or Chinese cinnamon, found in South China, Vietnam, and Burma. Cinnamon burmani, found in Indonesia and Sumatra, and Sagan cinnamon that is found in Vietnam. Normally, Ceylon cinnamon and Cassia cinnamon are widely used in our country. The difference between Ceylon and Cassia cinnamon is the coumarin content. Highest amount of coumarin found in Cassia cinnamon, which may adversely impact in human body. It can cause liver damage, kidney damage, lung damage when consumed in excessive amount. Next slide, please. Here we see that the nutrient composition of cinnamon. Cinnamon contains the macronutrients that is carbohydrate, protein, fat, micronutrients that is vitamin and minerals, bioactive compound that is cinnamic aldehyde, which gives aroma and flavor of the cinnamon, eugenol, which gives flavor, and phenolics that helps to protect cinnamon against UV rays and also give flavor and color of the cinnamon. Here in the right side, the structure of the cinnamaldehyde is present, and it also contains volatile and non-volatile oil. Next slide, please. The active principles in the cinnamon spice are known to have antioxidant, anti-diabetic, antiseptic, and local anesthetic and anti-inflammatory properties. This spice contains eugenol, which gives color and flavor of the cinnamon, anti-clotting action, and it also helps to increase digestion power. It also contains very good amount of vitamin A, niacin, and pantothenic acid and pyridoxine. So here I conclude my part and over to Tina.
A very good evening to all of you. I am very thankful to Shomendu Share and whole Cognized platform for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Pitha, for your nice introduction, and thank you, Dipanwita Di, for giving us a nice explanation about the botanical part of cinnamon. Now, I am going to discuss about the antioxidant property of cinnamon. We all hear about antioxidants. Antioxidants are compounds that inhibits free radicals, reactive oxygen species, nitrogen species, oxidative stress, which are produced from various metabolic process in human body. Next slide, please. Oxidative stress is known as the root cause of insulin resistance, impaired glucose tolerance, beta cell dysfunction, which are closely related to type 2 diabetes mellitus. And the management of oxidative stress in diabetic patient through antioxidant therapy is much more beneficial. Next slide, please. The spice cinnamon is mostly used in cooking throughout the world, but it is also an important source of antioxidant. And mostly the Ceylon cinnamon or true cinnamon is rich in antioxidant. Cinnamon acts as the reducing agent of oxidative stress. Next slide, please. The bark and leaf extract of cinnamon have a potential amount of sorry, sorry for
Yes, you can continue. Tina, you need to unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Can I off my video?
Is there any problem?
Uh, sir,
Yes,
sorry.
you
Okay,
can
okay,
continue without your video also. Huh? Anytime you feel comfortable, you can switch on your video.
okay. Now I'm comfortable. Can I start?
Yes, yes.
Okay. The bark and leaf extract of Ceylon cinnamon have potential amount of antioxidant, and the bark contains procyanidins and catechins, which are acts and as antioxidants. We all hear about the use of bark, but the leaf of cinnamon also contains a very potential amount of antioxidant. But mm, the leaf are less available in our day-to-day life, and we are also less aware of the use of leaf. So further studies are required for leaf. The nowadays functional food, nutraceuticals, etc., play a crucial role in the prevention of oxidative stress-related chronic disease such as diabetes, heart disease, cancer, etc. And the bark of Ceylon cinnamon is used in the development of these functional food, nutraceuticals, etc. Thank you. Now over to Somadi.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Now, good evening. Sorry. Thank you, Pitha, for nice introduction.
This, sorry for
And
my interruption. Please pay attention to Soma's part. Soma's part is very crucial. So everybody, please pay attention to the mechanism that if anyone asks you that why cinnamon is important, then you can answer. Because without knowing you are promoting cinnamon to your patient, we cannot do that. Sorry for the interruption, Soma. All the best. You can start your session.
I am very much thankful to Cognize platform, and thank you so much, sir, that you have given me this opportunity. Thank you, Tina and Dipanwita, that you have explained your part very well. Now, I am going to explain the biochemistry or uh, biochemical pathways of cinnamon, uh, which, sir, I'm very much nervous. Please give me some time. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Uh, Now I am going to explain the biochemistry behind cinnamon and its relation with our very different metabolic diseases. Nowadays, we can see from juvenile group to geriatric group are suffering from different types of metabolic syndrome, and their life has been depending on medicine. If we find any natural remedy called functional food, then we can improve the quality of life of the patient, because the cinnamon has less side effects, or the functional food has less side effects than medicine. As nutritionist or dietitian, we should know the mechanism of every functional food, because in day-to-day life practice, we are using more or less the functional food. So, we have to know the mechanism of cinnamon. As a practicing dietitian, anybody can face the question like regarding cinnamon, that why you are giving cinnamon to the patient, or what is the mechanism of cinnamon by doctors or any other health professional. So we should know the answer as the aspect of biochemical reaction and as per the reliable, sorry, there is a sound is coming. We should know the answer as research based, uh, on the research base. So now I am going to explain how cinnamon has effective role in various metabolic pathways like hypertension, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and dyslipidemia. Cinnamon acts as calcium channel blocker. In the first row, we can see cinnamon acts as calcium channel blocker. Inhibit the ROS production and insulin resistance. It increases SNP or single nucleotide polymorphism and VCAM1 or vascular cell adhesion molecule 1. On the other hand, cinnamon increases cardiovascular protection factors like enhanced endothelial cell survival, suppression of thrombosis, and anti-inflammatory effects. Like this, cinnamon can diminish the hypertension. In the case of obesity, cinnamon increases PPAR alpha and gamma. These are peroxisome proliferator activated receptor alpha and gamma. It decreases ghrelin secretion on stomach, insulin resistance, lipogenesis, and intestinal lipid absorption. Thus, it controls the obesity or reduces the obesity. For dyslipidemia, cinnamon acts as HMG-CoA reductase and reduces cholesterol synthesis. It also reduces oxidative stress, as Tina has already explained. CEPT activity means cholesterol ester transfer protein activity. Cinnamon increases lipolytic or lipolysis and cholesterol metabolism. For type 2 diabetes, cinnamon has insulin mimicking effect. It also increases insulin receptor gene expression, GLUT4 translocation, IGF-1 or insulin-like growth factor 1, and glucose uptake by the adipose tissue. And it decreases GI glucose absorption. Like these chemically reactions, cinnamon inhibits these 4 types of metabolic syndrome. Next slide, please. As we know that India ranks second in global diabetes epidemic. So I would like to focus some biological pathways on the basis of action of cinnamoldehyde on diabetes type 2, diabetes mellitus type 2. In this slide, we can see potential role of cinnamon. When insulin binds with receptor, many cell signaling pathways become activated. One of them is activation of glycogen synthase. Here we can see the pink circle is glycogen synthase. In the last line, so glycogen synthase convert excess glucose to glycogen and free blood glucose become reduced. If glycogen synthase inactivate, phosphorylation of glycogen happen and free blood glucose increase. Thus, cinnamon can stop phosphorylation of glycogen and enhance the formation of glycogen. And obviously, like this, cinnamon decrease the free blood glucose. Next slide, please. In this slide, this is other pathway, that is action of cinnamon in aldose reductase enzyme. We can see in this slide that aldose reductase enzyme converts excess glucose to sorbitol. So if we can reduce the
action of aldose reductase, then we can prevent the sorbitol formation. Cinnamaldehyde blocks the action of aldose reductase enzyme. Aldose reductase convert excess glucose to sorbitol, and sorbitol convert into fructose. Fructose and sorbitol both has glycation capacity. Sorbitol responsible for cataract formation, osmotic imbalance, and damage of blood vessels, and obviously damage of various organs. Fructose can easily enter into the liver and form fatty liver. Cinnamon can block the key enzyme aldose reductase and protect body from sorbitol and fructose. Like this, a type 2 diabetes patient can lowering the blood free glucose on his body or her body by using cinnamon. Thank you so much. I am concluding my part over here and over the session to Tina.
Thank you, Somadi, for your nice informative explanation. From previous slides, we came to know about the very much beneficial role of cinnamon. But high consumption of cinnamon is harmful also, because cinnamon contains some toxic compound called coumarin, and coumarin is a volatile phenolic compound which are classified under phenyl propanoids. In Chinese cinnamon, the level of coumarin is 0.31 to 6.97 gram per kg, and in true cinnamon, it is 0.017 gram per kg. So we can say that true cinnamon is much more safe for consumption than Chinese cinnamon. According to the Federal Institute Risk Assessment, the consumption of cinnamon should be avoided during pregnancy and breastfeeding. And the optimum dose of coumarin is 0.1 mg per day per kg body weight. Next slide, please. In this slide, we can see some clinical trials on the effect of cinnamon on diabetes. In first table, we can see the effect of Chinese cinnamon with type 2 diabetes. It is given to 60 individuals with type 2 diabetes for 40 days, and the doses are 1, 3, and 6 gram of Chinese cinnamon per day. We can see the result is dropping the mean fasting blood glucose level from 236 mg per dl to 175 mg per dl. In the second table, we can see the effect of Chinese cinnamon with type 1 diabetes. It is given to 72 adolescents with type 1 diabetes for 90 days. The doses is 1 gram per day. But here we can see no significant result at all. In the last table, we can see the effect of Sri Lankan cinnamon. It is given to 30 adult male and female oyster rats for 3 weeks. It is given orally, and here we can also see the in the decrease of blood glucose level. So from these 3 case study, we can say that cinnamon has effect on type 2 diabetes, but there is no effect on type 1 diabetes. Next slide, please. Here are some references from where we collected our data. Here I am concluding my part. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you to all the speakers. I think most of the topics are covered by all the three of our speakers. So that was a very insightful session. Learned a lot about the health benefits and the role of cinnamon and incredible spices in managing such chronic diseases. Right. So, as I have already said, that we are recommending cinnamon to our patients, but what is the science behind that? So, they have beautifully highlighted everything. Yes, I will take the question from the audience as well, and I will request them to share their views. But before that, I have a couple of questions to the speaker. Okay, my first question is to Shomadi. So I will request Shomadi to, yeah, right. So in your part, you have beautifully explained the biochemical pathways, right? And the role of cinnamon in preventing such, right? On hypertension, on hyperlipidemia, blood glucose type 2 DM, etc. So my question to you is how we can consume this cinnamon and when it is the best time to consume this cinnamon so we can get the highest bioavailability of such incredible spices. So if you can highlight some.
Thank you for the question, Pritha. It is very relevant question that uh, already Sir has asked that we can use cinnamon as in our smoothie or in our salad dressing and other types of recipes are there. But always we should remember that we do not cook or fry or roast the cinnamon. We have to sun dry the cinnamon, and the nutritional properties or nutraceuticals are remain unchanged. If we only sun dry the cinnamon, just sun dry it, powder the cinnamon, and always choose the thin cinnamon, light colored cinnamon, that is true cinnamon. Not go for the cassia cinnamon. Always go for the true cinnamon and Ceylon cinnamon, that is. So that cinnamon has reduced amount of coumarin, and you just powder it and keep it in fridge in a glass jar, and do not to make much more powder. Use it for make it for a week and finish it and then make. And obviously it should consume on the daytime, not at the right time, because we all know that daytime or in the morning time, that our body's metabolic rate is highest. So our BMR is highest. So we should consume it at the morning or by the 1 or 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. You should consume it. And obviously you can have it be just before lunch or just before breakfast. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So you have very beautifully mentioned about the different forms, and also you have said that if we grind it and if we use it within a week, then we can get its highest benefits, right? Yes, sure. Okay. I have another question for Dipanwita Di. That in your part you have highlighted about 4 types of cinnamon, right? So I'm going to ask you, right, like what type of cinnamon is good for our health?
Somebody said that true cinnamon or Ceylon cinnamon, what is the thin part? This is better than the thick bark, which is Chinese cinnamon, or which is Chinese cinnamon, which is that is not better. True cinnamon or Ceylon cinnamon is better, and that is thin bark.
Okay.
And Ceylon cinnamon and cassia cinnamon are widely used in our country.
Got it. So thank you to all the speakers. Now we have one question in the chat box by Ankita Ray. She is saying that how much can we add? So yes, Tina in her part has highlighted about the doses. So I will again request Tina Tina, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can answer that once again.
Okay. Uh, from starting, we can start with 1 gram or 2 gram, and gradually it should be increased. And the highest level is 5 to 6 gram. We can add 5 to 6 gram at a time.
Okay. And any more question from the audience? You can also raise your hand and please unmute and also share your views to
I
us.
have a question regarding the dose. Yes, it is right. Cinnamon should not be given in a very high dose. It is having a high thermic effect, and it will hit your body. So it cannot be like 2 or 3 teaspoons. Yes, Tina has rightly mentioned. I used to give 2.5 gram before lunch or before dinner, 15-20 minutes. That works. Yeah, so for the obese patients, as I discussed about the role in obesity, Tina, can you please just clear my doubt that is it totally avoided during pregnancy and lactation? Because people are using during cooking, but Shoma has said that during cooking, if we heat the benefit, there is no such potential health benefits. It should be sun dry. Pritha also has mentioned, and it should be consumed raw. So, Tina, is it totally avoided during gestational diabetes or pregnancy or during lactation? আমরা কি একেবারেই খাবো?
That we can use in cooking during pregnancy and lactation. We can use it in cooking, but orally, I mean raw, in raw form, we should avoid it in pregnancy, as it has the coumarin effect also, which is badly impact in our health.
There are
So,
videos. Huh.
uh,
Tina, you can continue.
okay. Cinnamon contains a component named coumarin. I am previously explained in that.
Yes, you have
So,
explained.
coumarin has so many bad effects in our
Okay.
health. So, we should avoid it in raw, in the form of raw use, but we can use it in cooking
Cook
as a
form.
flavoring.
Cooking is okay.
Cooking is okay,
Thank
but
you.
in raw form, we should avoid during pregnancy and lactation.
We should keep this in mind that we should not promote raw cinnamon or use of too many functional food without knowing, because functional foods as well as they are good also, and they may have some detrimental effect also if we do not use the right dose, that how to use it. So that is important message Tina has given to us in the study what you have shown in pregnancy and lactation. And any more? Yes, someone has raised. Shauradip has raised hand.
Yes, first of all, thank you, Tina, Komadi, and Ms.Dipanwita for nice presentations. I was just asking that can cinnamon we can have as a detox water in the morning?
I would like to say the answer that as a part of cognizant nutrition, we should not use the detox term, because there is only detoxification done by liver or and kidney in our body. So we can say the functional food, right, Shauradip? And
Yes, Didi. Thank you for clearing the doubt.
yes, so that is the long term. Being a part of cognizant nutrition, we should not use this type of wrong term. And
But if we use that in incorporating in water, like cinnamon water, then we
Yes.
can get the
Yes,
benefits.
it is
So
widely
it is
used
not
as
like
a
that being a
detox
part
water.
of cognizant nutrition, being a part of nutritionist.
Nutrition and dietary
We
pattern.
should clear our doubt. And Shoma has said it is not totally wrong, Shoma, but liver, we say that liver use the detoxification part. So liver is the detox machine, or you can say the chemical factory. Liver is using these things. So no diet can be said as detox diet, but it can be a functional food which is helping the liver in different metabolic changes or different pathways. So for the health benefits, or for the what I can exactly, the term is not coming in my mind, for the it is helping the liver. Actually, liver is doing the detoxifications. No other food can do detoxifications, right? So
Yes.
yes.
And
And
Saurabhi,
you please give his answer
Yes,
that
yes,
morning you can use or not.
yes, yes, Saurabhi, you are right. The patient can have cinnamon powder with water in the morning, before breakfast, before dinner, and as said, Sir said, before lunch, cinnamon powder can be consumed with water.
Okay. Thank you, Didi. Thank you.
We have one more raised hand, Suparna Das. You can unmute and you can directly say your question or anything.
At first, thank you all of you that you are very well explain the role of cinnamon in metabolic disorder. I asked Somadi that I saw that some of our celebrities uh, 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 drink cinnamon water whole day for whole day, like they soak a cinnamon stick in a bottle and sipped it for whole day. So is it safe, or I think I just clear my doubts, all of my doubts. Please can you you explain, Shomadi?
I think the cinnamon bark, when you are soaking in water, the cinnamon bark is not soluble into the water. So
Right.
their whole content of cinnamon is not dissolving in water, and when a person drinking what soaked cinnamon water, that time he or she is not consuming the whole cinnamon. So
Right.
he or she, right, sir?
Suma, can I just add point on you? I want to add the same thing what Shoma is telling. Even same for fenugreek. Somebody is taking fenugreek, somebody is taking cinnamon, মেথি ভেজানো জল বা আমাদের দারচিনি ভেজানো জল, the soaking will not give you the highest benefit. You have to take in the powder form. হ্যাঁ, তো বলে না আমরা মেথির জল খাচ্ছি, মেথি কতটা আর এক্সট্রাকশন বেরোবে, তাও তো ওটাকে ফোটাচ্ছেও না, ফোটালেও তাও বুঝলাম যে একটু এক্সট্রাকশনটা বেরোয়, বাট বেশি ওভারহিটিং করলে আমরা সিনামাম কখনো ফোটাতে বলি না, জিরে ফোটাতে বলি, বাট সিনামাম কখনো বলি না। উই বয়েল অ্যান্ড গিভ সিনামাম। লিউকওয়ার্ম ওয়াটারে তুমি সিনামাম মিক্সড করে সিনামাম টি খেতে পারো, ড্রপ অফ লেমন ইউজ করতে পারো, নাও করতে পারো ফর এ ফ্লেভার। বাট যেটা করে ওরা স্টাইল করে করে, ওরা অনেক কিছু জানে তো ওই জন্য ওরা করে, বাট ওটার থেকে কিন্তু খুব একটা মানে খারাপ দেবে না, ভালো দিলে দিতে পারে, বাট ওখানে সুপর্ণা দেয়ার ইজ নো চান্স অফ ওভারডোজিং, বিকজ আর ওই বার্কটার থেকে যেটা সোমা মেনশন করলো, বার্ক থেকে আর কতই এক্সট্রাক্ট বেরোবে আমাদের। দ্যাট সেম থিং I repeat the same thing what Soma told. Thank you.
No, sir, you add something new, sir.
So Soma, this Suparna, I think your doubt is clear now.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, and Somadi.
আদা দিয়ে দিচ্ছে, different types of they are putting cucumber also, they are giving ginger also, they are
Orange
giving
peel, sir.
pills also, and it is good. It is not, we cannot say this is bad, but this is everything cannot be answered through Google. You have to know that. That's why the Shoma's part is very important, the mechanism, and that part you need to know, because sometimes Shoma has faced these questions from some doctors that why you are giving cinnamon, what is the relevance, or doctor may write no functional food in the prescription. So that time you need to know the mechanism and the dose and everything whatever you are giving. We cannot say you cannot give, but if you are giving, you should know that. Okay. Anything?
Yes, sir. We have one question in the chat box by Apurupa. She is
unmute and share her experience.
directly, ask me question. Apurupa, are you there?
Yes, sir. Sir, can we take it as a regular basis, as a detox water? Rightly, Shorodip was asked.
Actually, dose is the matter, Apurupa. So if we do not take in overdose, summer or winter will not have any other effect. That winter the temperature is low and you are saying the summer is hot, so we cannot take cinnamon, but we are taking in a very minimum dose, less than 5 grams. Highest dose in a day, highest dose in a day, Tina has mentioned that 5 to 6 gram. So half teaspoon twice, if you can add, no problem. There will don't have any problem in giving cinnamon.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. And anybody had using cinnamon or any other herb, you can share your experience. By 8 p.m. we can conclude the session. We have some time left. 7:56.
Yes, any practicing dietitian, they can share their views as well, and any improvement they have noticed in the patients that they have recommended, they can also share.
No, there is no such things. But I will request the audience. I will request the audience that they should work on cinnamon. They should read. They should go through the studies on cinnamon, like those who are there, Korobi or Shormishta or Sumona or Shonchita. Those who are there. Please go through cinnamon after today. যারা যারা এখনো সিনামম নিয়ে পড়াশোনা করনি, এবার go through the studies. একটা একটা করে অধ্যায় পার হবে. You will just get to know many things about the thing. So, yes, Soma, you can continue.
স্যার আমি একটা আমার এক্সপিরিয়েন্স শেয়ার করতে চাই সিনামন নিয়ে।
বলো। It should be in Bengali only, no issues. You can share in Bengali. বলো।
Yes, sir, I am sharing in Bengali. তো আমি একজন পেশেন্ট পেয়েছিলাম যাকে ডক্টর বলে দিয়েছিল ইনসুলিন শুরু করতে হবে, কিছুতেই তার ম্যানেজ হচ্ছিল না ডায়াবেটিসটা। তো তখন আমি তার কিছু খাবারের মেনুও বলে দিয়েছিলাম এবং ডায়েট চার্ট দিয়েছিলাম এবং তাতে সিনামন ইনক্লুড করা ছিল। তো স্যার কিছুদিন পর জানতে পারলাম যে সেই পেশেন্টটা মাঝে মাঝে হাইপোগ্লাইসেমিয়া হয়ে যাচ্ছে। তো তাদের বাড়ির লোক খুব ভয় পাচ্ছে, বুঝতে পারছে না কি করবে। ডক্টরের কাছে যখন ওরা গেল 1 মাস পরে, 1 মাসের মধ্যেই এই রেজাল্টটা হয়েছে। 1 মাস পর যখন গেল তখন ডক্টর ইনসুলিন দেওয়া তো দূরের কথা, ওনার যে ডোজ ছিল সেটাকেও কমিয়ে দিয়েছে ওষুধের, মানে যেটা ওরাল গ্লাইসেমিক ডোজ ছিল সেটাও কমিয়ে দিয়েছিল।
গুড, ভেরি গুড। এটা একটা গুড সাকসেস স্টোরি এন্ড একটা হাইলাইট করেছে এখানে ডিউরিং দ্য সেশন। I think Tina have highlighted that it works for type 2, not for type 1. The reason is it works because it works on the insulin. Type 1 there is no insulin. Type 2 there is insulin resistance. We came to know that it works on the Soma. You can add anything if you want. এটা ইনসুলিন রেজিস্ট্যান্সের উপরে ওয়ার্ক করে, সেই জন্যই টাইপ 2 কে কাজ করে। ইটস নট ওয়ার্কিং দ্য টাইপ 1. So that need to know. Unnecessary একটা টাইপ 1 বাচ্চাকে তুমি সিনামম, মেথি, একগাদা কিছু খাইয়ে খুব একটা লাভ হবে না।
হ্যাঁ, বিকজ স্যার ইনসুলিন সেনসিটিভিটি যে জিনগুলো আছে সেই জিনগুলোকে অ্যাক্টিভ করে। ইনসুলিন রিসেপ্টর যে জিনগুলো রেসপন্সিবল, হুইচ জিন that activate that gene which are responsible for insulin sensitivity.
Good discussion. So
it also good with the very much beneficial in the management of obesity also.
হ্যাঁ, ওটা তো আমি বললামই, ওবেসিটির ব্যাপারটাতে তো খুব ভালো কাজ করে। আমি ডায়াবেটিসে না দিলেও ওবেসিটিতে তো আমি দিই।
ট্রাইগ্লিসারাইড লেভেল এন্ড কোলেস্টেরল মানে অলসো
ক্যালোরি বার্নিং এও হেল্প করে সিনামন। থার্মিক এফেক্টটা আছে না ওটার মধ্যে, ওটা বডির টেম্পারেচারটাকে রেজ করে মেটাবলিক রেটটাকে বাড়ায়, মেটাবলিজমটাকে বাড়ানোর পরে ক্যালোরি বার্নিং করে। এই হচ্ছে ব্যাপার। এই দিস ইজ দ্য থিং।
Yes, Priyanka Chaudhary.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, আমি জাস্ট একটাই প্রশ্ন করতে বাংলাতেই করছি।
হ্যাঁ,
যে আমাদের সিনামন পাউডার যেটা জলে গুলে যেটা খাওয়া, সেটা কি সকালে এমটি স্টমাকে খেলে বেটার অ্যাকশন দেয় নাকি খাওয়ার পর 0.5 ঘন্টা বাদে সেটা খেলে সেটা কোনটা বেটার?
বন্ধু তো জিজ্ঞেস করলে একটু আগে একই কোশ্চেন, তোমার ফ্রেন্ড মিস্টার সৌরদীপ সেম কোশ্চেন আস্ক করেছে। সো দুটোই নিতে পারি আমরা। পারপাসফুলি ফর ওবেসিটির জন্য ইউ ক্যান ইউজ, বিকজ এটা ক্যালোরি বার্নিং এ হেল্প করছে বলছি আমরা, তো সেই ক্ষেত্রে আমরা উই ক্যান গিভ ইন বিফোর দ্য মেজর মিল। মানে এটা I mean, even I am not 100% confident that it is right practice I am doing or not. But whatever my experience and knowledge, I am giving before me.
স্যার আমি আসলে কয়েকজনকে রিসেন্টলি বলেছিলাম যে সকালবেলা খালি পেটে সিনামন পাউডার দিয়ে জল খেতে।
ভালো ভালো খেতে পারে খেতে পারে সকালবেলা তো মেটাবলিজমে হেল্প করবেই।
Cinnamon একটু গরম হয়। It is a hot spice, so we have to incorporate in from little amount and gradually increase the dose. And in initial stage, patient may experience some flatulence or acidity problem, but there is no worry. Don't there is no
Nothing to worry about
adverse
the.
effect. There is no adverse effect. That is a new habit in our body, so body reacts like that, and it will it habituates
It will get
gradually.
habituated. Soma has
It will-
rightly mentioned, Pritha, everything, whatever we are starting new, it takes time to get habituated. So it is not that in 1 or 2 days you think that your body is reacting, so you will not take. So it is not that. And these are the useful functional foods or herbs. So it will not create any detrimental or harm unless and until it is taken in very much this overdose. So that is very right and important point Soma has mentioned.
Actually, sir, it may also the reason of not to use in pregnancy and during lactation.
Obviously, everything is transferred to placenta, na? So we should not take any risks for giving anything. Shormishta has raised hand. Any question from Shormishta? No, it is by mistake. Okay. So, Pritha, you can conclude the session. And before that, I want to say thanks to Pritha mainly for connecting.
হ্যাঁ স্যার, বলছিলাম একটা পেশেন্ট আছে যে আর কি ওবেসিটি আছে প্লাস ডায়াবেটিস, তো সেক্ষেত্রে তাকে তো মর্নিং এ যেটা ওই মেথির গুঁড়ো খেতে বলা হয়েছে, হ্যাঁ, কিন্তু সাথে কি আমি কি সিনামনটাও অ্যাড করতে পারবো?
দেখো উই আর ইউজিং না সাথে কত কিছু অ্যাড করব না,
যদি অ্যাড হয় তাহলে সেটা কিভাবে ডোজটা দেবো, মানে দুটো একসাথে নাকি দুটো পর পর 1 ঘন্টা পরে?
না একসাথে দিও না, একসাথে দিও না, যদি ওভারডোজিং হয় হাইপো হতে পারে। এন্ড মর্নিং এ না, not necessary the person will have high fasting. If it is high fasting in the morning, you can give in the empty stomach, breakfast এর আগে দিলে তুমি কিছুটা সুগার কমিয়ে নিলে, because we have seen that if we give, we need to control all the PP, breakfast PP, lunch PP, dinner PP. If we can control all the PP, our HbA1c will be also very good. So our target should be before meal to control the postprandial. So that's why you can target before breakfast or before lunch or before dinner if you see uncontrolled diabetes, or if you see the PP always remain above 180 mg per dl, because your PP should be targeted within 160 mg or maximum to 180, and fasting should be targeted 130. So if you see the ranges are always elevated, so you can give a try for 7 days and ask the patient to check with glucometer and keep a record. If you see that day you are giving cinnamon, the blood sugar is at least few percentage less, 10-15% less, then you will be more confident যে আমি দিয়েছিলাম, এখন দেখা যাচ্ছে যে রেগুলার মেটফরমিন নেয়, মেডিকেশন নেয়, বাট ব্রেকফাস্টের পরে আমরা দেখছিলাম পিপিটা 200 হয়ে যাচ্ছে, 180 হয়ে যাচ্ছে, and now I am giving মানে half, 2.5 teaspoon of or 1.5 teaspoon of fenugreek, and now it is coming down. Even same for the cinnamon also. Or if you give it fenugreek in the morning, then you give cinnamon in the later half of the day. But do not give too much of thing in one day or at a time. At a time, I will not recommend. And you have to know the synergistic effect of all the nutrient or all the food stuff. Like people used to have turmeric or raw turmeric or a piece of turmeric with jaggery or sugar. This is a trend. From childhood, we know এক টুকরো কাঁচা হলুদ একটুখানি আখের গুড়. But it is not the combination. You should have to combine with black pepper. Then only you will get some benefit. So that is the thing you need to know. Because I am not sure that giving cinnamon and fenugreek together have any adverse effect. Though it may not have. So that is the thing. Okay.
Sir, I use it together, and
Okay.
there is no report any of adverse effects.
Before that, you can go through some research.
Relevant studies. Yeah.
Studies, or maybe something at least from the internet, if you are giving any expert views on that. Giving together, I think, will not harm if it
Yes,
is
sir.
so.
I used it. I already has given so many patients and no report of any
Because now,
adverse effects.
one thing, adding to Shormishta's point, people go for morning walk without having anything. Last day, Saturday, also, I see a patient. So people, without taking even one biscuits or some nuts or tea, সোজা হাঁটতে চলে যাচ্ছে এবং প্রায় দিনই উনি হাঁটাটা খুব জোর দিয়ে 60 মিনিট বা 45 মিনিট হাঁটছে এবং আলটিমেটলি মর্নিং ওয়াক করে কি হয়, শরীরটা খুবই খারাপ লাগতে থাকে। বিকজ ওই সময় তো সুগারটা কম থাকতে পারে এবং তারপরে আরো হাইপো হয়ে যাওয়ার চান্স থাকে। সো মর্নিং ওয়াক ফার্স্ট অফ অল উই ডু নট প্রমোট। ইফ উই প্রমোট দ্যাট অ্যাট লিস্ট হ্যাভ সাম লাইট ফুডস, light carbs in combination with good fat or protein. It can be chatu also. It can be some nutrition health supplements also. Then go for work. Do not go for work. And তারপরে যদি আবার পেশেন্ট কি করে একটু ফেনুগ্রিক নিয়ে পেশেন্ট চলে গেল ওয়ার্ক করতে, হ্যাঁ, তো সুগারটা ফল করতে পারে। And people are not regular about checking their blood glucose level. Though they have glucometer machine at their home, though they have BP machine at their home, so technically think that what you are doing in your clinical practice. So একটুখানি মাথা লাগিয়ে করতে হবে ব্যাপারগুলো।
Sir, I want to add something that I never give it to intake together. I give it to intake in a day, in different time, not together in same
অনেকক্ষণ
time.
আগে আমি বলেছি in a day we can give, but Shormishta's answer
Yes,
is
sir.
to
Yes, sir.
combine the two thing and giving it.
No. I just omit it.
You just misunderstood the thing. Okay.
Misunderstood, sir. No. I did not combine it and should not give it to patient.
Sir, can we give at bedtime like jeera tea or cinnamon tea for weight loss? Can we give?
Preeta, take the question. I have a call.
Yeah. What, Apurva? আরেকবার বলো।
Can we give the patient for weight loss in a form of cinnamon tea, like we give jeera tea before bedtime?
Right? রাত্রে শোয়ার আগে।
Bedtime, হ্যাঁ, sure.
Yes. So Shomadhi have already answered that since it has a thermic effect, right, in our body, so we can give that at the daytime. It is more preferable to give at the daytime to get its health benefits and also bioavailability, right? So রাত্রেবেলা আমাদের না দেওয়াই ভালো, সকালবেলা সিনামন ওয়াটারটা দেওয়াটা মানে খালি পেটে যেটা সেটা ইজ মোর রেকমেন্ডেড।
Okay, thank you. Because someone told me যে ইন্ডিয়ার বা আমাদের ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলের যে মানে ওয়েদার, তার সাথে নাকি সিনামনটা দেওয়াটা ভালো না, বিকজ একটু থার্মিক এফেক্ট, আর যেহেতু মানে থার্মিক এফেক্টের জন্য আর কি বডি হিটটাকে বেশি করে দেয়, ওই জন্য এই ওয়েদারের সাথে আর দেওয়াটা উচিত না। তো আমি দেওয়া বন্ধ করে দিয়েছি তারপর থেকে।
না, দেওয়া যেতে পারে, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই। রাতে তো দেওয়ার কোনো রেলিভেন্স নেই। রাতে তো আস্তে আস্তে মেটাবলিক রেটটাও কমে যায়, তো আমি রাতে দেওয়ার দরকার নেই, পিক আওয়ারেই দিতে হবে। ওকে, ইভেন জাঙ্ক ফুড ফাস্ট ফুড খাচ্ছে ইভিনিং এ তখনও দিতে পারে। মানে আমরা এটা বলবো না যে জাঙ্ক ফুড খাও এন্ড সিনামন খাও, বাট obviously evening snacks in India, it is so heavy than any other meal of the day. Evening they end up with everything. People end up, especially the corporate people. No? So that should be low. Okay, thank you so much. I have another meeting to attend, so sorry, I have to conclude now. But once again, to our moderator, thank you so much, and thank you all of the speakers, Soma, Tina, and Dipanwita. So you have nicely prepared. Obviously, there will be some confusion, some glitch, some technical problem, but that is nothing to worry about. That you will improve. More you practice, more you collect data, more you go through the studies. For this particular presentation, you have went through many studies. So obviously, Tina, will you agree that it has helped you? And ultimately, are you satisfied? Because today is your last day for for that is technically last day. You all are life members. Technically, you have received your certificate today, and today is your last day of MNT for this particular course because you have given your presentation. And thank you so much. I am really proud of you all. So in this way, please cooperate with me. And presentation is the ultimate exam. That's why I always push for the presentation. And if it is offline, then it will be more better. So presentation is one thing. MCQ, written notes, Viva, or other thing. Nothing is better than presentation.
I want to say, I want to share one thing. Actually, Ananya from Ananya ma'am classes, I am get much more confident.
Obviously,
Previously,
that's communication
you
class.
also know that I am very much less confident, and now I am much more
And
confident.
everyone will
Yes.
agree this thing that Anna ma'am gave us the pushback, the support to communicate.
Yes,
to
yes,
present.
yes.
So
I must,
Even
Sir,
I am
Even
unable to
Dipanwita, Soma, and Tina, three of them are separately the students of
yes.
communication batch. They all are the students of communication batch. Even in recent college visit in Vivekananda College, a very unique topic they have given me. They have selected that entrepreneurship for a dietitian to be a own self entrepreneur. So, well, they are saying that, sir, you are the best entrepreneur in West Bengal and in our eyes. So, why you will talk about the nutrition topic? You can talk about the entrepreneurship. That is the thought. That is not the topic of nutrition month. Though, first of all, I talk about some of the government community nutrition and breastfeeding and anemia prevention in 5-10 minutes. But after that, I move on how to become a established dietitian, what are the scope of a dietitian, and what are the possibilities for a dietitian, and how without getting disheartened that I am not getting a government job or I am not getting a private job. So I may be one of the example that from a secured established post and job, and that time I was in the peak time, even not I am not in falling time, it was a peak time for me. And I have set an example in a pharmaceutical company where I was the first Indian dietitian lead. But সব মোহমায়া ত্যাগ করে যে I move into these things. And entrepreneurs are not businessmen. Entrepreneur have to take many risks. Business, we have some target, we have some tension, we have many things. But we need to understand difference between business and entrepreneur. When you will become a business person for your patient or for your student, you cannot get the establishment. But if you are an entrepreneur, then you can get great good success. And I am really blessed to have you all in my family. So otherwise I am no one. So this I am
Sir, we
We
are
also must
blessed.
say, we also must say that whatever we are at this time, it's
only
all
for you,
about
sir.
your contribution.
And আপনি যদি
nothing,
ডক্টর স্যার সেদিনকার না নিতেন হয়তো আমরা এই প্ল্যাটফর্মটা পেতাম না, হয়তো আপনাকে পেতাম
nothing
না।
like that.
স্যার আর
There are
যেটুকু সেটুকুই আপনার জন্য স্যার।
there are
All
few
about
senior
our
person, those who
Sir,
are in
I
my back. So Kalpana ma'am is there, Sushmita ma'am is there, who have pushed me a lot, and they said that I have fulfilled their dream. এই ড্রিমটা হয়তো অনেকেরই ছিল যে স্টুডেন্টস আর গেটিং নট এনি প্ল্যাটফর্ম অর অলওয়েজ এরকম দূরছাই ব্যাপার, মানে বকাঝকা খাচ্ছি, কোনোভাবেই মনে হচ্ছে না যে উই আর গেটিং কনফিডেন্স। বাট অ্যাটলিস্ট আই এম ট্রাইং মাই লেভেল বেস্ট। But at the end of the day, in front of everybody, the recording is also on. I will tell in some separate day, though it is not the right time to say this. But I want to say one thing: please do not misuse this platform. I am literally from last 1 or 2 months, I am getting disheartened. Shauradip also know some people are misusing this platform. After 1 month, they are getting job, they are leaving me, or after 2 or 3 months they are not giving the fees, they are leaving me, or after 6 months, that is your choice. You can leave the platform, that I am not telling. But don't misuse the platform. You are getting this job, you are reshuffling this job. Ananya ma'am is very much annoyed with me. Ananya ma'am is very much angry with me. যে তোমাদের প্রফেশনে এত ইজিলি জবকে অ্যাভেলেবল করিয়ে দিচ্ছ বলে পিপল আর টেকিং মাচ অ্যাডভান্টেজ ইন মাই প্ল্যাটফর্ম। যে 2-3টে জব একসাথে করছে, একটা আরো অনেকে জব ডিজার্ভ করে, একজন 3টে জব এখান থেকে পাচ্ছে, তারপরে ভালো ভালো অর্গানাইজেশন থেকে আমাকে না বলে জবের আগে অনেকবার কন্ট্যাক্ট করছে, জবটা পাওয়ার পরে কিন্তু যখন লিভ করছে আমাকে না জানিয়ে লিভ করছে, রেজিগনেশন লেটার পুট করছে, এবং সেই অর্গানাইজেশনের কাছে আমার কি মুখ থাকছে যে আমি আমার স্টুডেন্ট, এবং সবসময় বারবার বলছে দ্য অর্গানাইজেশন প্লিজ আপনার বেস্ট স্টুডেন্টকে সিলেক্ট করে দিন, উই উইল নট ইভেন টেক ইন্টারভিউ, আমরা আপনার স্টুডেন্টকে এমনিই নেব, এত বড় কথা বলছে। সেখানে আমি যদি আমি কিন্তু অনেকে ভাবে স্যার আমার না ইকোনমিক্যাল প্রবলেম হচ্ছে বা আমি আপনার কাছে পড়তে পারবো না, সো আই অলওয়েজ টেল দ্যাট তুমি ফ্রিতে পড়ো দরকার হলে। এবং সৌরদীপ এখানে আছে, আমি বেশি ব্যাচ 4এই সে ছিল, তা সে ফ্রিতেই পড়েছিল পুরো ব্যাচটা, সে একটা অর্গানাইজেশনে চাকরি করে 1 মাস পর জবটা লিভ করে সবগুলো গ্রুপ লেফট করে সে চলে গেছে। এইগুলো আমাকে খুব কষ্ট দেয়। আবার এরকমও আছে, কৌস্তব হয়তো আছে, সে হয়তো 3 মাসের ফিস দেয়নি, সে ফার্স্ট জব পেয়েছে, হ্যাঁ কৌস্তব লেফট করে গেছে, এই কথাটা আমি বারবার বলি যে ও ফিস দেয়নি 3 মাস, আমি বলেছি তুমি পড়তে পারো, ইউ ক্যান কন্টিনিউ, এন্ড গেটিং দ্য ফার্স্ট জব, ফার্স্ট স্যালারি, হি কমপ্লিটেড অল মাই পেন্ডিং ফিস and still let the guy every time take my decision. ডান দিকে যাব না বাঁ দিকে যাব, কৌস্তব used to take my decision. But there are opposite members also, those who are thoroughly misusing this platform. And দুটো বড় বড় ইনসিডেন্টস তো হয়ে গেল, নাম না বললেও তোমরা বুঝতে পারছো যে তারা কতটা আমাকে ছোট করলো। এইটুকুই করোনা, লাস্ট কিছুদিন থেকে আমি খুবই কষ্টে আছি যে পিপল অনেক ভাবে, এবং অনন্যা ম্যাম তার জন্য প্রতি মুহূর্তে রেগে আছেন যে ওনাদের যে প্ল্যাটফর্ম, এমবিএ এর প্ল্যাটফর্ম, এতে প্ল্যাটফর্ম, কি হার্ডেলস জব পাওয়া। আর আজকে ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলে এতগুলো আমি কখনো কাউন্ট করিনি ফ্রম মাই এন্টায়ার লাইফ, আই হ্যাভ গিভেন মেবি মোর দ্যান 500 পিপল জব। আজকে যারা যারা বড় বড় এস্টাবলিশড, যে অ্যাবটের ডায়েটিশিয়ান লিড, সিপ্লা ডায়েটিশিয়ানের আজাহার, সৌম্য, তারা প্রতি টিচার্স ডেতে আমাকে টিচার্স ডে উইশ করছে, তারা সবসময় আজাহার এত একটা নোট লিখেছে, হি ইজ ভেরি মাচ এস্টাবলিশড নাও, একটা নোট লিখেছে এত স্টুডেন্টের ভিড়ে এই স্টুডেন্টকে ভুলে যেও না, হ্যাপি টিচার্স ডে দাদা। সো দিস ইজ দ্য থিং, দিস ইজ দ্য রেসপেক্ট I have every time I have received this type of respect. But এখনকার ছেলেমেয়েরা এত জিনিসটাকে খুব সাধারণভাবে নিচ্ছে, ডোন্ট ডু দিস, এন্ড এত শাফেলিং করো না, 3 মাস 4 মাস পরে জব চেঞ্জ করো না, কষ্ট হবে আমি জানি, একটা জবে থাকতে গেলে অনেকটা কষ্ট হয়। যেরকম আমি বলি মেয়েরা ভালো বোঝে, when you are leaving your father's home and going to in-laws home, তোমরা 1-2 মাসে নিশ্চয়ই অধৈর্য হয়ে বলো না যে আমি বাড়িতে পালিয়ে আসবো, তোমাদের ওটাকেই বাড়ি বানাতে হয়। সো ফার্স্ট জব কখনো হেলাফেলা করো না, সেটা যে জবই হোক, যদি করছো মন দিয়ে করো। জব পাওয়াটা কিন্তু, পাওয়ার থেকে কিন্তু জব টিকিয়ে রাখাটা বেশি ডিফিকাল্ট। সো এই প্ল্যাটফর্মটা কিন্তু জব পাওয়ার জন্য তৈরি করা হয়নি পৃথা, আমরা সবসময় বলি দিস ইজ এ লার্নিং প্ল্যাটফর্ম, উই নিড টু আপগ্রেড, আমাদের যেন কেউ ছোট না করতে পারে, আমরা সেই প্ল্যাটফর্ম বানাতে চেয়েছি। এটা প্লেসমেন্ট প্ল্যাটফর্ম না, দিস ইজ নট naukri.com, ডোন্ট মিস ইন্টারপ্রেট মি। অনেকেই ফোন করে বলো স্যার একটা জব আছে, আই এম নট দ্যাট। তুমি নিজে এত ভালো করে তৈরি হও যে জব এমনি আসবে। এবার মালদাতে বড় একটা কোম্পানি জব নিয়ে আসছে, আমি আবার বলবো, তাই মালদার মেয়ে আছে বলে আমি বলছি, কালকেই তাদের রিজিনাল ম্যানেজার এসে বলে গেছে যে আমাদের কোম্পানির নামটা এখনই বলছি না, তারা প্রথম প্রজেক্ট নিয়ে মালদাতে আসছে। আমি পরে টিনার সাথে কথা বলবো, যদি টিনার জন্য বেটার হয় আমি বলবো শিফট করো, যদি বেটার না হয় আমি বলবো এত তাড়াতাড়ি শিফট করো না।
ইয়েস স্যার, দেখুন আমার তো বহরমপুরে প্রচন্ড প্রবলেম হচ্ছিল, বাট আমি থেকে আর হ্যাঁ বিরুদার কথা অবশ্যই বলবো যে হচ্ছে আমি আপনি এবং বিরুদা দুজনের কাছে খুব গ্রেটফুল। তো এখন আমার হয়েও গেছে, বহরমপুরটা অন্যজনে শিফট করে গেছে, তো আমি এখন মালদাতেই আছি। এবং
কষ্ট করেছিল বহরমপুর মালদা, ডেলি প্যাসেঞ্জারি করতে হতো, এন্ড ইট ইজ নট নিয়ার, বাট টিনা এই কষ্টটা 5 মাস করার পরে বহরমপুরে নতুন ডায়েটিশিয়ান নেওয়ার পরে বোধহয় কগনাইজারই কেউ জয়েন করেছে না?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, আপনাকেই বলেছিলাম, আপনি সিভি অনেক কটা দিয়েছিলেন।
কি নাম কে জয়েন করেছে?
মৌসুমি, মেবি
মৌসুমি। আমাকে পাঠিও তো, আমি আর রেকর্ডও রাখি না এখন কে কে জব
আচ্ছা, বাট কিন্তু কি বলতো, মানে আমি মেয়েটাকে গাইড করে দিয়েছিলাম, বলেওছিলাম এটা কিন্তু তারপর একটা আমাকে থ্যাংক ইউ পর্যন্ত বলেনি।
ঠিক আছে, থ্যাংক ইউ আমরা ডিজার্ভ অত করি না। হ্যাঁ, আমাদের এখানেও অনেকে আছে, আমাদের ব্যাচ 4-এ আমি নাম করলে এখন শিলচরে জব করছে, সো আমাকে জানায়ও নি, বাট পরে অ্যাবটই জানালো যে না তোমারই স্টুডেন্ট পেয়েছে, অ্যান্ড পুরো তোমাদেরই গাইডেন্সে।
আমাদের
হ্যাঁ, কগনাইজ থেকে পেয়েছে, আগরতলা আমাদের কগনাইজ থেকে পেয়েছে, এখন কগনাইজে। বাট অনেকে আছে টু মাচ গ্র্যাটিচিউড, যেমন ওই ছেলেটার নাম কি, সৌরদীপ, আগরতলায় যে করেছে, শুভদীপ মাইতি, ইজ নট আওয়ার স্টুডেন্ট অফ কগনাইজ। ওর প্রচুর ইকোনমিক্যাল ক্রাঞ্চ ছিল, আমি জাস্ট গাইড করে দিয়েছি, ও জব পেয়েছে, এবং ও কিন্তু হেলাফেলা করছে না। এখন কিন্তু কলকাতায় ভ্যাকেন্সি হয়েছে, কলকাতায় আসার চেষ্টা করছে না, বলছে স্যার আমার আগরতলায় 50% স্যালারি চলে যাচ্ছে খাওয়া থাকার পেছনে, বাট স্টিল আমি কিন্তু এটা কন্টিনিউ করব, বিকজ আমি আপনার মানটা রাখবো। এবং ও ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলে, পৃথা, আমাদের এরকমও হয়েছে যে ওর ডক্টর লিস্ট কমপ্লিট হয়নি, বাট 1 থেকে 20 জন না 22 জন ডায়েটিশিয়ান আছে ওদের পিডিয়াশিওরে, ও 3rd পজিশনে এসছে এই 2 মাসের মধ্যে। তো এখন খুব বেস্ট, এবং ওখানে নেসলে ওকে অফারও দিয়ে দিয়েছে, ডক্টররা ওকে আলাদা সম্মান দিচ্ছে। আমি এটা আরেকবার একটু মেনশন করব, কলকাতায় ভিড়ে হারিয়ে যাবে, কিন্তু এই যে বহরমপুর, মালদা, কুচবিহার, শিলিগুড়ি এবং আগরতলা, ওখানে কিন্তু ডাক্তাররা খুব ডায়েটিশিয়ানদের রেসপেক্ট দেয়। কেন, ওখানে তো 10টা কোম্পানি 10 দিন যায় না, ওখানে একটাই কোম্পানি যাচ্ছে, 10টা কোম্পানি 10 দিন গেলে ডাক্তারদের কাছে ডায়েটিশিয়ান সমান হয়ে যায়। হ্যাঁ, সো এখানে কম্পিটিশন বেশি। ইভেন দিস উইল বি অ্যাপ্লিকেবল ফর কৌস্তব। কৌস্তব কুচবিহার থেকে তাড়াহুড়ো করে এলো, ওর একটা দরকার ছিল বলে অ্যাবট ওকে নিল না, ড্যানন নিল। সো ড্যাননে ও আসার পরে কিন্তু হারিয়ে গেছে ভিড়ে। কৌস্তব অতটা পপুলার না, কিন্তু অ্যাবটে খুব পপুলার। কৌস্তব অ্যাবটে লায়ন্স ক্লাবের প্রোগ্রাম করতো, ডিফারেন্ট টাইপস অফ ডক্টরদের গাড়িতে করে যেত। একটু বাড়ির বাইরে যাও, কোনো ক্ষতি হবে না, কোনো ক্ষতি নেই, যদি যেতে পারো, অ্যাপ্লিকেবল হয়, বাড়ির বাইরে বেশি সম্মান পাওয়া যাবে। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।